All right, let's begin. All right, what's up? This is Tene. He's one of my students in my program, Operation Suzuki, and happy to have you here.
Thank
Um,
you, thank you.
you're currently where?
I'm currently on vacation right now,
On vacation? Which country?
United States,
Around where?
California.
Oh, California. Okay, that's cool. I'll be back there, and I actually don't know. It may be in a few days, maybe in a few weeks. I need to buy my ticket. Um, yeah. So I guess like Tene, where were you when you, I guess like where were you before you found this program?
I was just working a normal part-time job,
I see.
trying to
Um,
seeking ways to get money fast and finding other source of income.
yeah, you found me like a long time ago, actually, right? Like I was wondering like around where, when,
Oh, I believe we actually I would say met about a year ago. Think so.
yeah, around a
Yeah.
year ago. And then I had a few different programs. So the ebook program, I have to admit that I was not doing a good job with that. Um, really like replying on time and being very helpful. But we're like for this call, we're specifically focusing on Operation Suzuki, which is basically where I teach people how to um post on Twitter, market on Twitter, and sell ebooks and courses and info. And so Tene started doing that around like 2 months ago. Right? It was 2 months ago, I think.
Yes, correct.
Okay. And then he's since started doing 1K profit days. So yeah, that's what we're having this call for. Um, so I guess like what was your mindset for wanting to join this program or just like looking for avenues to start making money online?
Trying to get on the fundamentals on starting a business, learning how to make money online,
Hmm.
all those stuff.
Yeah. And you're pretty active on Twitter, it seems like. That's how
Yes.
we met. Have you ever like sold anything online before or like had like a successful, profitable online business before?
I'm gonna be honest, no, I haven't until I came here.
Oh, okay. Probably basically first time learning. I guess like what made you want to take a chance at this new program of marketing on Twitter and selling info on it?
Well, just seeing the potential with profit margins and
Hmm.
uh barely having to work as well,
Hmm.
just putting in minimal effort. Uh, it gave me some like I would say enlightenment on this business thing.
Okay. Yeah. And I guess like since you joined, what was your first impression of it inside, including all the resources and I guess my guidance as well.
Uh, it was a it was a mix of a bunch of emotions, happiness, being hesitant, anxiety, if this is gonna fail or not. But this was just like a leap of faith that I had to do.
Okay. Yeah. And that's yeah, pretty common for most people who want to start business, I guess to take risks is just a part of it and that's just necessary.
Mhm.
So yeah, I'm really grateful that you took the chance um and you entrusted into this. I guess like moving on, was the content inside like helpful? What was it like was it like confusing? Like just like being honest.
No, it was pretty easy. The
Mm.
blueprints, the guides, the courses in it were pretty fundamental and easy.
Okay.
I got a hang of everything within the first 2 days.
Okay. Yeah, because I guess like it's a lot of documents, a lot of videos, but
Mhm.
yeah, I tried to explain most concise way. So was there any cost to this business? I guess like besides the entry fee to this program, was there like cost to the business itself?
Almost to $0 actually. The only thing I can probably think of is probably the subscription to most of the systems.
Okay.
But other than that, it was pretty
Yeah,
much cheap.
I guess like Twitter for $10 a month, Tweet Hunter for $30 a month. That's probably it, honestly. Um,
Yeah, but other than that, it's free,
mhm.
basically.
Yeah, just like posting tweets and you see a lot
Yeah.
of, 50,000 views per post and all you need
Mhm.
is just like one person to pay like 600 or $1,000 each and you're already at four-figure days, basically.
Right.
So the margins are basically like 99%. Um, how long did it take for you to get your first win? I guess like win I as in like one views and two sales. I think you're pretty quick at getting views.
Yeah, my first sale actually was probably within my first week,
Okay. Yeah, and so you got both like you blew up.
pretty quick as well. Got my
Yeah.
first 100,000 in my first week.
Mhm.
Uh, also got to 300 followers within the first week as well.
Okay. Yeah. I remember you were one of the fastest growing students. Which is crazy. And yeah, I guess like you're working with various different niches on Twitter.
Mhm.
But most of them are in the space of, helping other business owners with marketing, um, online. It's like helping them with online marketing, with their funnels, and stuff like that. So, um, I guess like, how do you help your clients? Um, you're selling info products, ebooks, and courses and such. How are you helping your clients? I'm just curious. Like, what specifically do you do for them?
Oh, I first provide them with a solution to a problem. You know,
Hmm.
everyone has a problem, so you have to provide a solution. And the solution is money. They want to learn how to make money. So
Hmm.
I create a course, a mentorship, and show them step by step in my specific niche on what to do.
Hmm. Yeah. And I guess like what's important is having to ask them questions to kind of have them open up what they need help with. And then the more you learn, the more you understand what you need, and you're kind of like the doctor who like diagnoses and helps them, I guess,
Right.
and basically makes them succeed. So yeah,
Yeah.
that's really great. And yeah, I guess like solving big problems for people, if it helps them make uh like thousands of dollars, tens of thousands of dollars per month,
Mhm.
or add on that to their already existing revenue and profits, then that's huge value that you're providing. Um, so because of that, you are charging pretty high ticket, and that's correct. Like between
Correct. Right.
$200, thousand
Yeah.
dollars per person. Can you walk through your moment when you got your first sale? Like, how did you set it up, and what was it like just getting your first sale?
Um, Emotionally, I kind of felt happy yet neutral.
Hmm.
I think the reason I felt neutral was because I set a belief in myself that I was going to achieve this milestone.
Hmm.
But when it finally came, I could say I was also happy as well
Hmm. Yeah,
because
because
I can do it.
it was expected, right?
Right.
Yeah. And then I guess like moving on, what was it like getting your first 1K profit day?
I felt like the richest man in the world. I felt like Elon
Yeah. I still remember that.
Musk.
Um,
Yeah.
I still remember that.
And there was even a downfall before it even happened. I was having some doubt before uh,
Oh,
I achieved the 1K day. But
yeah,
you
that's
gave me some words of motivation, and I pushed through. And by the end of the day, I achieved it actually. So
yeah.
determination is a big key when it comes to this.
Can you elaborate a little bit more about that, like more specific, if you don't mind?
Yeah, during the beginning of the day or throughout the past week, I hadn't got a sale in quite a while, and
Hmm.
I was pretty confused and even depressed even on why I wasn't getting any
Hmm.
sales. But I was going through resources and the courses, of course, and I reapplied them and spoke to some few people.
Hmm. Honestly, like I think you're aiming for like a lot more. Um, So I think you're actually, even though you made your first $1,000 day, I think you're a little disappointed. Like you probably were expecting a lot more. Um,
All right,
yeah. Yeah, I mean, we'll eventually keep growing. Um, like posting on Twitter, like your Twitter account is basically like an asset, like a money printing machine. It's an asset, and it rarely, you can rarely lose it, unless you stop posting consistently or somehow you get banned, which is like very rare, like one in a thousand. But somehow you got your account banned once, but you made it
right.
back very quickly. So you just restarted and got back pretty quickly.
Like, so, quick question.
Yeah.
You seem to always have that bandage on your nose. Is it like an aesthetic or?
Oh no, I wouldn't do this for aesthetic. This is just to help me breathe better. Especially
Oh,
because I mean, I always keep it on, but especially now that I'm sick, like it's harder for me to breathe. Like I already have like small nostrils, so it just
Mm,
helps me breathe better.
okay. I
Especially
thought
like
you.
sleeping,
Yeah.
like, I tend to like just breathe through my mouth, and that's really bad, especially for like from my jawline.
I
Um,
thought you're doing those. It looks
my
Mexican thing.
mental health. So I gotta this like helps me with my mewing and helps me breathe better.
Oh, you do looks Mexican?
Maybe I should start like a looks maxing course, honestly. But I think I have better friends who do looks maxing. Yeah, you should try this out too, honestly. Would
Right.
you be open,
Yeah.
or you can probably breathe fine. If you can breathe fine, then like you don't need it.
Mm.
But um, what's the next question? I guess like, well, did you have any like mindset shift or like after getting your first like 1K days? Did you have like a shift in mindset, like the way you think?
Yeah. My goal was basically after that was to, be consistent.
Mhm.
Consistently really matters. If I can do it the first time, I can do it again.
Yeah.
So it's just like I would say a training wheel.
Mm,
At first you go slow, but once you keep on going and pushing, it'll keep on going faster and faster, and you just have to move in the same momentum.
mm. Yeah, that's true. It's just like consistency, keep going, and it only gets better. It only grows. Um, I kind of think of it as like when your first milestone is, like 10K months or 1K days, it seems like impossible when you're starting out. But then once you hit it, you're like, oh wow, that's actually like pretty doable. Kind of like, I guess like looking at you're at the bottom of a mountain, looking at the top, and you're like, oh, that seems impossible. But like you eventually get to the top and you're like, oh, that wasn't too bad. And then you realize that you can do it again and again. I guess like what things worked quickly for you? I know like you basically grasped like going viral pretty fast.
What worked for me was posting a lot, and also having a Telegram as well.
Uh-huh. So like I guess like you weren't posting a lot, but I guess like each post was like really high quality. So you're able to
Yes,
get lots of views, right? Um
yes, quality over quantity.
yeah, can you explain a little bit about like the technical side of Twitter? Like how do you make like a good post that goes viral?
Yeah, one of the ways I made my videos go viral was one of my hooks.
Uh-huh.
My titles, my videos, and my pictures as well.
Uh-huh.
Because of what attracted my viewers.
Yeah. And having like your posts like you had really aesthetic images and videos, which I guess like really you know, when that exists, you like stop scrolling and you look at it. So I guess when people looked at your post, then they spend a
Mhm.
lot of time looking at it, and then that's what made Twitter push your content to go viral.
Correct.
It's pretty unique too. Um, like what else? I think like hook, aesthetics, like being unique in your space, I think, right?
Yeah, I always stand it out, even in my niches. I always stand it out out
Yeah.
of everyone.
And like being authentic as well. So like being honest, talking about your own life. Um, yeah, just like because it's so easy to sound like a bot on Twitter. So if you're like posting what you're going through the day, or like what you're thinking, or just like POV like images or videos, it works pretty well. So yeah, you did very well with that. Next question. Let's see. I guess like what are some modules that were inside the program that helped you the most?
Mm. Yeah, one of the modules that helped me the most was setting up my Twitter account, setting up my funnels,
Mhm.
setting up my documents, and etc.
I guess like for those who are new, who are looking to sell stuff on Twitter, how does it work? So I guess like you make posts on Twitter, and then what happens after? Like how do you funnel, the viewers to turn into leads, to turn into customers?
Or you would have to download Tweet Hunter. It's an
Uh-huh.
automated DM responder. When you comment a specific word, you DM them a specific free resource in your program, and it funnels them to your Telegram.
Mhm.
And after that, you could start advertising or marketing your courses or mentorships on it.
Yeah. And what's the purpose of the free guide?
I would say I would say it's like a fishing hook.
Yeah.
It attracts the viewer into seeing how they can make this
it's like a good fishing hook. Like you might think of it as something being bad, but it's kind of like Twitter to get the views, and then you're helping people with the free guide. You're giving like free methods that's working for you, and then the viewers also like put that into practice, and it really helps them to with whatever they're doing with their business. And they DM you, and then you help them, and they're improving even more. And that just makes like a positive feedback loop where they want more help from you because they see that
But
you provide is like so helpful. So they want more, and they're more than happy to pay for your content. How do you think this business compares to like other businesses like dropshipping or um like anything else that you might be familiar with? I know like this is your
yeah,
business, but compared to others.
yeah. For example, with drop shipping, like you would have to contact a supplier. Profit margins are lower.
Mhm.
You'll get tons of refunds. But with this, everything's online, so profit margins are higher, and everything's more easy to do, especially with the help of AI and stuff.
Yeah, and also just like marketing organically, so not like cost
Paying
for
for ads.
cost for nothing. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, like once you start making like four-figure profit days, you can start, spending ads to make even more money. But when you're starting out, then it's just like all organic. It's like, what would you say to someone who is like looking to start like selling info on Twitter, like ebooks or courses, info? What would you say to them who's like thinking of it, but like is kind of scared or hesitant?
Hey, I was in the same place as you, but I really recommend that you start out, take a leap of faith like I did.
Yeah.
As of right now, I'm enjoying life. I'm on vacation.
Hmm.
I can spend whatever amount of money I can,
Yeah.
just based on this business that I made.
I think it's just looking at the end result. It's so easy to look at the negatives, but um, just there's a reason why it's worth it taking the risk. Honestly, like there isn't too much risk either because this like cost to start this business is so little, and also like I teach people, but and I take like a fee to mentor people, but if you don't make like whatever like 5K or whatever number within like 3 months and you're actually working hard, then I provide a full refund. So like worst case scenario, that just happens, you learn a lot of stuff and you get the free refund and you get all your money back. And best case scenario is you actually, start printing a lot of money with this. Um, and here you are, along with other students who are doing pretty well. So I guess like within this journey, there were some times when you felt a little discouraged, right? Discouraged,
Hmm.
doubting yourself.
Yeah.
Could you please talk a little bit about that?
Oh, about my like process of disappointment or
Yeah,
just
I
how
guess like
I
that. I guess like that and how you overcame it.
yeah, at first you may not see many sales or any signs of like results,
Hmm.
but the main thing to do is just look at the end result
Hmm.
and keep on pushing and having consistency. And
Yeah.
what I did specifically was go through courses and even ask help from Alex himself because he also went through this process as well.
Hmm.
Um, so that's one of the ways I overcame.
Yeah. Um, I guess like, do you think this business is profitable for someone who has no business experience, but as long as you have like a hard work ethic? I guess like you're like an example. But like for other people in general.
Yeah, this is business friendly, beginner friendly. It doesn't take any experience at all. I mean, if you have two hands and a brain, this is pretty easy to start with.
Yeah, and some perseverance too.
Mhm.
Yeah, I guess like you started 2 months ago and you're doing pretty well. It normally takes like, years and years, you know.
But yeah, making $1,000 a day, I mean, it's worth it, and you get to keep all the profits as well.
Hmm. Would you say that this is a good time to start this business of starting to sell info, ebooks, and courses on Twitter, like in 20?
Yes, I would say this is the perfect time. This
Okay.
is literally the beginning of a new thing, and I think everyone should hop on.
Why do you say so?
It's easy money.
Easy money. I mean, it is kind of true. Like you were seeing like success pretty early. Yeah. I mean, like you're obviously a testimonial. Um, Hope maybe some other people can get inspired. Okay, so this is gonna be the last question. Do you think you'd be open to start teaching other people how to start selling content on Twitter? If they have like valuable stuff to provide, then it would be good to share it with the world.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind as well helping and mentoring people because, I was in the same shoes as them. So,
Yeah. It's ultimately about I guess like letting people know about what the benefits you have to provide. Because a lot of people have a lot of stuff to provide, like to generally help the world, but they don't know how to convey it to the world. And you do that very perfectly. You're able to capture people's attention, um, like
mhm.
very well. So I think that'd be pretty well. Yeah, you do very well with the CTA. So not just having the post and having people view it, but to have people actually take action based off of it. So can you explain a little bit about that, like what you do?
Yeah, usually during the end of my videos, or post, I usually say, "Hey, comment X and
Comment some certain word and it like redirects them, automatically sends them some free resource that's valuable. What are you looking forward to in the future with this business or with your life in general?
yeah, possibly being consistent and reaching like higher milestones like 50K months
Hmm.
and even pursuing different businesses."
Hmm. Yeah. And honestly, this is like an exponential growth. So in the very beginning, growth is like very um stagnant. There's not much for the amount of work that you're putting in. But later, you just like make one tweak and grows like this, and make one tweak, and you learn to sell for 3,000 instead of 1,000. Just like it grows exponentially. So very excited what we have. What would you say to someone who is starting this business but wants to get up to four-figure profit days like you're doing?
But to scale to 1,000 days, the best way is to always help people. The more people you help, and the more information you provide to people,
Hmm.
faster way you will get to 1K days.
Yeah, like how much you help each person and also how many people you help. So if you're helping like little for each like small number of people, then you make very little. But if you're helping like huge amount for each person, and you're doing that for a lot of people at scale, then that's when you start making a lot of money. Yeah. So basically, it's just like capturing people's attention and then really helping them a lot. And
Because the more people you help, the more value you gain as well.
yeah. Um, I think that's pretty much it for the questions. I really appreciate you taking the time to, um, be part of this and to share your insights about this journey within this program.
Of
So I
course.
really appreciate it. Okay, I think there's less than a minute, so I'll just wrap it up here. Yeah.